I suffered a lot of abuse when I was a child, and I left home when I was 13. I left school when I was 13, and I ended up squatting with what I thought was my first love. He was a grown-up guy. He was really abusive. Physically, he would rape me. He was really violent. My relationships thereafter became kind of like that. That's what I become used to, and that's what I thought was love. I invited someone to stay in my home because I felt lonely. My mental health got really bad. I felt dark. This guy that I used to buy coke from was looking for somewhere, and I let him in. Within 2 weeks, there was 10 men in my living room, and I was back using heroin and crack. And I was a victim of a crime called cuckooing at the time. My home being taken over by drug dealers. I was not allowed out of the bedroom. If I was going to go to the police or tell anyone, they knew where one of my children worked, and that just terrified me. I felt so ashamed. I couldn't stay with my children, which is why I ended up staying in a hostel. And in that environment, you know, you're already feeling not worthy, unsafe, quite ashamed that you feel like you've done something wrong. Well, as a mum, as a woman, letting my children down, it's almost like life pauses and you get stuck in all that chaos because you're not grounded in your own home. It's not safe. I was sent to the Brighton Women's Centre, and when I got here, it was really refreshing. I felt valued. It was all about not being treated as a criminal or a drug addict. You know, I got treated as a person. I didn't get spoken down to because I was broken or spoken at because I wouldn't understand. One of my favourite things was obviously coming to speak to Marianne. Everybody would tell you that the world needs more Marians because you just get treated like you're the only person in the world. I realised what love should feel like. It should feel natural and freely given and unconditional. I'm learning, really still learning, and people that know me would say I struggle looking after myself still. I love, like my grandchildren, I've got 3 grandchildren. I love from the bottom of my heart being there with them. That makes me feel alive, and loving them and being present. I love just watching TV and knowing that I feel safe. Hopefully I will be doing some peer-to-peer work here at the centre. I do volunteer work at the church, my local church, where they open the doors to up to 120 women on a Thursday afternoon. I want women to feel loved. I want women to feel cared for. When women walk through the door and they just feel broken or just need to feel a connection with another human being and not feel judged, I want to love you until you love yourself if you don't at the moment, because that's what I know. I've got my bracelet on, which has got hope as my anchor written on it. It's just there all the time. When you feel spent, you can't take anymore, just look and it's written right there all the time. Always got hope. The minute you walk through the door at the Brighton Women's Centre, you have hope. When you feel broken and you have nothing, you have hope straight away.